Well, Joe Biden released an emotional TV ad in Iowa titled Personal. Now, that was speaking about the deaths of his wife, daughter, and adult son to highlight his deep connection with healthcare. The former vice president tweeting, "The ad wasn't easy for me to record." As Arlette Senez reports, Biden isn't the only one taking a personal approach.
Joe Biden laying out the stakes on healthcare in raw and emotional terms.
Healthcare is personal to me. Obamacare is personal to me.
A new TV ad running in Iowa touching on his own experience with healthcare after a car accident claimed the lives of his wife and young daughter and injured his two sons, and later his son Beau's battle with brain cancer.
I can't fathom what would have happened if the insurance companies had said for the last 6 months of his life, "You're on your own."
It's the latest example of the 2020 candidates weaving in their personal stories to connect with voters. From Bernie Sanders,
lack of money was always a point of stress in our family,
to Elizabeth Warren.
Without child care, I was a goner. Today, I am a United States Senator.
Warren using her life story to accompany her campaign's mantra.
And I got a plan for that.
Tying those experiences to pitch the policy plans central to her campaign. But Biden's approach is a bit different, making a nod to loss, an element of his life that plays out over and over on the campaign trail.
How many of you have lost somebody to cancer or to terminal disease?
Biden growing emotional in Iowa last month as he talked about personal caregivers.
There is nobody more important to you than that person will there do anything from help you with the bedpan to when they get really scared, hold their hands,
Delaware Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester is among those to connect with Biden over grief. Shortly after her husband Charles unexpectedly passed away at the age of 52, she received a call from Biden, whom she met years earlier.
That call was a pivotal moment. That promise that things will be better, that joy can come back.
Rochester ultimately turning her grief into a run for Congress.
You can sometimes take your pain and turn it into purpose.
Voters also sharing their personal struggles and stories of loss. With a man who has repeatedly coped with grief in the public eye.